North Wilkesboro Speedway is the home of stop number 8 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series, as we're here today for the running of the first Union 400, as we're set for 60 laps of action on this 5/8 mile racetrack located in the brushy hills of North Carolina. So this is the second of three straight short track races. We had a great race at Bristol, the last race on the tour. And we'll see what happens here today. On the pole for this race at 115 miles an hour is Joshua Osborne, number 37, the Kmart Little Caesars Ford. And he'll be alongside the Bristol winner. It is Paul Minnick, number 18, the Interstate Barriers Chevrolet. Row 2 will have the Rockingham winner, Kyle Matthews, and number 25, Kyle Langland, alongside of him. The pair of Kyles in the second row. Third row, it's Kat Batson, number 88, the Ford Quality Gear Services Ford Credit Ford Thunderbird. And beside her will be number 2, Dylan Young in the Miller Ford. He has one of our in-car cameras in today's event. The fourth row will have Charles Sanford, the Daytona 500 champion, in number 41. And number 5, Bill Parker. He has our second in-car camera in the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet. Fifth row has Joshua Coward in 43 and number 16, Johnny Gardner on the outside. Going to the sixth row, we'll have Keith Batson, number 28, Texaco Haviland Ford, and William Brock in number 4, the Kodak Film Chevrolet. Row number 7 will have Jessica Shelton, the winner at Texas this season, in the McDonald's Ford. She has our third in-car camera, and beside her will be number 21. It is Jason Haywood in the Citgo Ford. Next row down, we'll have number 22, Dylan Poteet in the MB&A Pontiac, and Ryan George in 23. He's on the outside. Next row down, we'll have number 6, Becca Tellier in the Valvoline Ford, and the Hayes Modems Ford of Preston Dye Bomb City Plord. Next row down, we'll have the winner at Darlington, Levi McIntyre in number 99, Express SKF Ford, and beside him will be the number 81 Square D Ford of Ryan George, of Nick Baxter, sorry. Next row down, we'll have Alexander Rowe at number 1, the Hooters Pontiac, and beside him will be the winner at Atlanta, Cole Deaver, in the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Next row down, we'll have Shane Lake in 17, the Parts America Western Auto Chevrolet, and number 11, Patrick Smith in the Lowe's Ford, number 11. Next row down, we'll have the Lagacies, Jack Lagacy, number 87, the Burger King Chevrolet, and Al Lagacy, the winner at the race at Las Vegas in the 33 Skull Bandit Chevrolet. Next row down, we'll have Kev Shearer in 71, the Prodigy Chevrolet, and number 8, Glenn Duhit in the Circuit City Ford. Next row down, we'll have number 19, Jesse Turner, and number 77, Chelsea Bowles, a pair of Fords in that row. Next row down, we'll have Ashlyn Boyd, number 9, the Spam Ford, and beside him, we'll have number 44, Jonathan Zorlin in the Phoenix Racing Chevrolet. Next row down has Audra Baranowskis in number 30, the Pennzoil Pontiac, and JT Bryant, number 12, in his Ford. Next row down, we'll have Quentin Moore in the Morgan Shepherd Cars Remington Arms Ford, number 75, and beside him will be Jordan Lopez in number 90, the Hollig Myers Ford. Next row down, we'll have Ryan Acosta, number 10, the Tide Ford, and beside him will be Michael Whitman in the 24 DuPont Chevrolet. Next row down, we'll have Zachary Fitzwater in number 29, the Cartoon Network Chevrolet, and number 98, Max Anderson. His car is the RCA Ford. Next row down, we'll have Mike Becker in the last row. Starting shotgun is Mike Becker, number 7. He's in the QVC Ford. So the field's getting set for green flag racing here, as he is the So far we've had 7 winners in the first 7 races this season, and hopefully now we'll make it. Let's see if we can make it 8 for 8 here at North Wilkesboro, as we're set for green flag racing here. First one's going to command to start the engines here at this racetrack.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Command's given the fire the engines as we get set for racing here on this 5/8 mile asphalt oval at North Wilkesboro Speedway. In the first Union 400, Joshua Osborne, who's yet to win a race this season. He's the guy's got a shot to he's got a shot at trying to break the losing to keep the streak alive of 7 winners of 8 winners in the first 8 races on the season. As the field comes down, we'll round through turns 3 and 4. As the field comes down, Osborne has the pole, and second outside of him is Paul Minnick. Green flag is out, and the first Union 400 is on. Off corner number 4 they come here as the first lap is completed. Osborne leads. Second is Kyle Matthews. Battle for third here. 3 wide, racing 2 rows deeper. As the 88 Kat Batson goes inside, she'll make the move and take third position away from Paul Minnick. Kyle Langland's going to try for 4th spot, number 25, and Langland gets tail heavy to come out the 4th corner. And remember we said 5 winners. Remember we said 7 winners in the first 7 races. There, the front 3 of the front 4 cars have not won a race this season. The only one that has in this bunch is Kyle Matthews, who won the season down in Rockingham. So he won Rockingham. Charles Samper was winner of the Daytona 500. Then Matthews at Rockingham. Al Legacy was the 3rd winner at Las Vegas. Then Cole Deaver was the 4th winner, winning in Atlanta. Levi McIntyre took Darlington. This lady here, Jessica Shelton, was at the 9th position as we go through the field. Won at Texas this season. That was 6 of 6. And then Paul Minnick took the title down at Bristol. So that, like I said, there's 7 winners in the first 7 races this season. And see, like I said, see if we can have a shot at making it 8 for 8 as they come off turn number 2. And look at that! Look at this pack of cars. Dylan Young gets stuffed in a wall. Come off turn number 2, and watch him drop back a few spots as we ride with Dylan Young right now in number 2, the Miller Genuine Draft Ford. Young has dropped back to, let's see what happens. Let's see where he's at this time by. He is down in the 21st position right now. He started this race about 10th or 12th in the field. About to get passed by both the 71 of Kev Shearer and 19 of Jesse Turner as they come off turn number 4. And meanwhile, Shearer still continues to pass by cars as he gets by the 87 of Jack Legacy in the Burger King Chevy. Ashlyn Boyd, 25th. Baranowskis is 26th. Cole Deaver, who had a bad start in this race, started about middle of the pack. He's now 27th. Then Quentin Moore, 28th. 29th is Ryan Acosta, and Glenn Duhit rounds out the top 30 in this field of cars. But the front 4 cars are right together. Joshua Osborne still leads the race here, number 37. He has led since the drop of the green flag. Had a solid day down in Bristol, the last race on the tour, as he did the Darlington in the Dodge Challenger 500 they had over there. Second is Kyle Matthews. Third is Kat Batson. 4th is Kyle Langland. 5th is Joshua Collard. Going 6th right now is Paul Minnick. 7th is Charles Sanford. 8th position is Keith Batson. 9th is Jessica Shelton. And 10th right now is Dylan Poteet. And number 22, the MB&A Pontiac. He has had a dismal start to the season, but looking to gather it all up here. And it's still early part of the season. Phil Parker right now currently running in 11th. 12th is Ryan George. Levi McIntyre, who's currently the points leader coming into this race at North Wilkesboro. He is right now 13th. He's a former winner on this track. He won the Holly Farms 400 a couple seasons back. Back when we were using the Cup 2000 mod. So, but Levi right now running 13th in the field. 14th right now is Becca Tellier in the Valvoline Ford. Johnny Gardner is 15th. 16th right now is Jason Haywood. William Brock trying to get around Alexander Rowe for 17th, or 17th, which he successfully does, as does Kev Shearer. Brock is in 17th. Shearer's 18th. 19th right now is Alexander Rowe with Jesse Turner in 20th. Seen some great racing all the way around. Johnny Gardner has now gotten around Becca Tellier, but Tellier gets back around him as she has one of her KAB teammates behind her. That is Jason Haywood in 21. Haywood driving a Wood Brothers piece, while Tellier, who drove a Wood Brothers car last season, is now in the Roush Fenway colors in number 6. Battle about to happen for third position right there as Kat Batson now tries to hold off Kyle Langland in 25. Langland has been so close to victories the last few races this season. He finished a very close second to Cole Deaver at Atlanta. He don't remember where he came in and down in Darlington. He had a close third over at Texas. Almost got Jessica Shelton on the last lap in that race as well, but couldn't quite get there. And he also had a good run. He also had he was also close to win down in Bristol this season. So Langland's been knocking on the door of wins there. It's just a question of him getting one. Hope you enjoyed that little crank it up segment we have while we watched the leader Joshua Osborne continue to pull away from the field right there. Kyle Matthews is now under fire from the 88 of Kat Batson. Langland's in 4th position. Collard is now 5th. Joshua Collard came into this race 10th place in the standings. He's having one of his best seasons in a while. The only British driver in the field, Kat Batson, you saw her get a little tail happy off that 4th corner, but managed to save it and stay in front of Kyle Langland. But Collard yet to win a race this season, and he's another one that's kind of knocking on the door of a win possibly in that number 43 Richard Petty colors. In fact, I think he had a win last season, I think, to be honest with you. Paul Minnick is in 6th position. 7th, again, is still Charles Sanford. 8th is still Keith Batson. Jessica Shelton still running in 9th position with Dylan Poteet running in 10th spot right now. As you ride on board Jessica Shelton's car. Jessica also has former winner here at North Wilkesboro. As she won season 15 down, as she won the season 15 race at the Holly Farms 400. The fall race at Wilkesboro, that is. And Shelton always seems to run well here at North Wilkesboro as well. Running right there behind the 8th place car, Keith Batson, as he's now trying to get around Charles Sanford. As Batson got a little loose come off the 4th turn as well. It seems like the 4th turn, everybody gets loose off that turn. As you see right there, several cars doing so right there. There's Shane Lake on the inside of the 19 of Jesse Turner, and he's going to have Cole Deaver on his back bumper here for a minute. Deaver right now running in 23rd position. Lake is in 22nd. Make that 21st now, as he's now gotten by Jesse Turner in 19. As Turner, I don't know. He's saying not so fast there, Shane, and he keeps 21st at the moment. But Shane Lake right now says, I'm going to get that position yet, but these two running side by side. Cole Deaver's pull up on the back bumper of Lake's car, and now Deaver's going to make a 3-1 off the 4th corner now for that position. Oh, man, if that would have been the finish, that would have been epic right there. And it turned out it would have been Lake beating Deaver and Turner both, but nonetheless, Cole Deaver right now is now taking 21st away. Preston Ploy right now running in 20th position right now in number 15. He's now cracked the top 20 in the field. Darn pace car. Becca Tellier has slid just a little bit from the few positions. She's now 16th right now, and she's got a mirror full of William Brock in that yellow number 4. Seems to me like the driver's side's a little bit crumpled up on the number 6 car. We'll get a look at that here when as she goes on the backstretch. Let's see what we're talking about right there. And the 21 of the 21 is spun. That is Jason Haywood's car. Haywood has spun, come off turn number 2, and now he was running. And he was running in the top 20 when this all happened too. And the yellow flag is flown for the first time today here in North Wilkesboro. And boy, Joshua Osborne did not want to see that yellow flag fly. What he was about to say there with the 6 car Becca Tellier, you can kind of see a little bit of a buckle on the side of the car. There it is right there. Doesn't seem to be lined up right as compared to the passenger side. And Kev Shear's got a problem in a 71 car. Kind of scraping against the wall in a 71 car. I don't know what that was all about. And you saw William Brock come on pit road in number 4. There he is. As Jason Haywood comes in, as does the 29 of Zachary Fitzwater. But we'll find out. But let's take a look as to what happened to cause the first caution flag to fly. We was watching Becca Tellier's car actually and explain the hood buckle, explain the side buckle on her number 6 car, when Jason Haywood suddenly lost it. Come off the second. No, he didn't lose it. Apparently, Fitzwater had a problem on his car. And Haywood couldn't avoid him. And there you see the 4 car of William Brock kind of stuffed the 71 of Kev Shear into the wall as well. So a little bit of a hood buckle on the number 21 car. And several cars doing hit. And see now, about a couple of laps earlier, I think, yep, Fitzwater had a problem with his car, and that's what happened. Fitzwater's car apparently had suffered some Problems in the number 29 Cartoon Network Chevrolet. I think, yeah, he was about to hit on turn on pit road, and yeah, Haywood just plows right into the back of his car. Taylor, yeah, there's where Brock and Scheer got into each other and all that other stuff. So Haywood, unfortunately, out of this race, and Fitzwater is still actually in the pits, though, so I don't know. And Kev Shearer, yeah, he's out. He's out with a mechanical problem as well on the 39 and the 71 car. He's now 30. He will finish 39th. Actually, maybe 40th in today's event. I don't know, but and apparently Fitzwater's still sitting on pit road. I don't know if he's still. Yep, Fitzwater's still out, so he has now officially passed Kev Shearer, and so that will shove Shearer back down to 40th position. So pace car ducks off on the pit roads. We're getting set for green flag racing here. Joshua Osborne is the leader of the race. Second position is Cat Batson. Kyle Langland's third. Fourth is Joshua Collard. Fifth right now is Paul Minnick. The green flag is back out. We're back underway here at North Wilkesboro. And look at Kyle Langland, 25 to the inside. He'll move inside of Cat Batson. The 29 of Fitzwater not giving any ground. He wants to get back on the lead lap, and he gets loose, come out the fourth corner. Osborne holds him up for the moment, but here comes Langland. Langland in 25 almost got him alongside Osborne, but Osborne, no, I thought he had him cleared. I thought he had Fitzwater cleared there for a minute, and Langland! 3 went off the fourth corner between Fitzwater and Osborne. Fitzwater is not giving any ground, obviously, in that 29 car. Osborne's trying to pull right ahead, and he finally does so, but I tell you what, though, Fitzwater just about cost Osborne the lead a couple times here, and now Langland goes to second position. Going to third right now is going to be, I think, the 18 of Minnick. But Cat Batson's not giving up yet. And look at Charles Sanford. Where did he come from in that 41 car? He is now trying for fourth position in the 41 car. So it's now he and Cat Batson's battling for that spot here. Kyle Matthews getting into it in the 42 car. And Collard loses a couple spots, including one to Jessica Shelton in number 94. On board Jessica Shelton's car, she is running in the 7th position. And she'll dive inside of Matthews, or tries to dive inside of Matthews, but Matthews slams the door on her. But she's also trying to get by the 29 of Fitzwater, and she puts the bumper to him right now. And look at the battle we got for the lead here. Kyle Langland pulling up in the back of Joshua Osborne. Here we go again for Langland. Second position. He sees that lead right in front of him. He knows it's right there. We saw him in his position at Atlanta. We saw it again at Texas, and he couldn't capitalize either time. He's hoping this race here at North Wilkesboro will be different. So now after that little shuffle up here, it's now Osborne, Langland, Minnick is in third. Sanford now running fourth. Fifth is Cat Batson with Matthews sixth and Shelton in seventh. Collards in eighth. Keith Batson's in ninth. And Johnny Gardner now is in 10th position right now, number 16. There he is. And now Fitzwater's in front of the 11th, 12th, and 13th place cars of Levi McIntyre, Preston Plord, and Phil Parker in the 5. McIntyre, the points leader, championship leader right now, running in 11th. 12th is now Plord. Parker's 13th with Cole Deaver in 14th position. And we're already less than 10 laps to go in this race here. Osborne holding ground. Here comes Langland. Osborne got loose off the fourth turn. Langland to the inside. Nope. Osborne holding him off at the moment there. 54 in the books. This time by 6 laps to go. Whoa, Kyle Langland putting the pressure on Osborne. We talk about no repeat winners in the first 8 races. Osborne and Langland could extend that streak. But you got 2 drivers who has 1 race this season. They're right there behind with Paul Minnick in 18, the winner at Bristol, and the Daytona 500 champion Charles Sanford in this mix. Off to number 4 now. 4 laps to go here at North Wilkesboro. Seeing some of the field right there. We saw William Brock coming on pit road there for an unscheduled sub. Apparently he might be out of the race. Off to number 4 now. 2 laps to go for Joshua Osborne. Does he hold off Langland? We'll see what happens here. Minnick right there in 3rd spot in the 18 car. They're right there nose to tail. It'll be the white flag next time by. Kyle Langland's been in this spot many times. He was in this spot at Atlanta. Couldn't pass Cole Deaver. He was in this spot at Texas. Couldn't pass Jessica Shelton. Now what's he going to do with Osborne here at North Wilkesboro? It's 2300 per second separating the front 2 cars. The white flag waves. So half a lap away from who wins here at North Wilkesboro. And it looks like Langland does not have enough under the hood of the number 25 car. It'll be car number 37, the Little Caesars Kmart Ford. Joshua Osborne wins the first Union 400. For Osborne, it's his 2nd win at North Wilkesboro, and both of them come in the spring event here at Wilkesboro as he gets his first victory in the season. And yes, 8 winners in the first 8 races on the season. How about that to kick off the season here of season 19 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series? Kyle Langland, again, a heartbreaking 2nd for him. Going 3rd will be Paul Minnick. 4th, Charles Sanford. 5th was Kat Batson. Kyle Matthews comes from 6th. 7th was Jessica Shelton. 8th was Joshua Collard. 9th position will go to Keith Batson, and 10th position to Johnny Gardner. So the average speed 104, 439 in today's event. So 8 races are in the books on the season, and 8 different winners here in North Wilkesboro. As we after completion of North Wilkesboro, the next race on the tour will be at Martinsville Speedway in Martinsville, Virginia, for the STP 500. Rest of the finishing order here. Levi McIntyre comes home in 11th position. 12th will go to Preston Plord. Cole Deaver recovers to finish 13th in this event here today. Ryan George 14th. Alexander Rowe 15th. Phil Parker 16th. Shane Lake matching his car number, finishing 17th in car 17. Dylan Young was 18th. Jesse Turner 19th in car number 19. And Dylan Poteet, who was up in the top 10 for early part of the event, drops to 20th. So a bad break for Poteet on that from that standpoint. Rest of the finishing order, Glenn Duhit 21st, a solid day for him. Audra Baranowskis 22nd. 23rd was Ashlyn Boyd. Michael Whitman, car 24, finishes 24th. Jordan Lopez 25th. 26th was JT Bryant. Quentin Moore 27th. Ryan Acosta 28th, Max Anderson 29th, Patrick Smith was 30th. 31st will be Chelsea Bowles, Nick Baxter 32nd, Jonathan Zorlin 33rd, Mike Becker 34th, Al Lagacy 35th, Becca Tellier 36th, Jack Lagacy 37th, William Brock 38th, 39th was Zachary Fitzwater, the last car to finish in this race here today. Kev Shearer 40th and Jason Haywood 41st, and those are the 2 cars out of the race there. Becca Tellier was the last car on the left. She dropped all the way down to 36th after being in the top 20 for much of the first half of the event. So bad break for some of the drivers here today, who had a potential shot of a good run, but unfortunately it didn't materialize for them. But a win materialized for Joshua Osborne, his second North Wilkesboro victory, his second both of them have been first Union 400 victories. He won in season 15 on his track, and he also wins in season 19. So he gets his first victory of the season. Kyle just holding off a hard charging Kyle Langland, and I'll guarantee you his win's coming. His win's coming. Way that car's running here this season. You can about bank on that. But anyway, Martinsville is the next stop in the season for season 19 for the STP 500. Get ready for the cluster. You know what that is at racetrack. So anyway, if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We have everything on this channel. We got NR races, gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA Tactical desires for his channel. And please be sure to check out Seth's offline series as well. Please be sure to check out Seth's Tech Slayer Truck Series, Pizza Hut X Series, and Hershey's Cup Series. Please be sure to check those races out. And some of the best offline racing you'll see here is on the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel, and you will never regret checking those videos out. I will guarantee you that. So that will do it here in North Wilkesboro. Joshua Osborne, the winner here today at the First Union 400, and we'll see you at Martinsville Speedway. For now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best.